What's going on? What's going on? It's your brother, your main, IC Jonez. Welcome to another episode of Hot Seat with IC Jonez, right here on Room Service Radio. You know how I go. We in a building for sure. It's another Friday, man. Very thankful. You know what I mean? Thank God it's Friday.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying, man? And man, we got some more for you, man. We got an entrepreneur in the building. You feel me? We got an artist in the building. You know what I mean? What else, man? There's a barber, make you look fresh. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? So, I like to welcome to Hot Seat with IC Jonez. We got Tricky P in the building, man. What's happening,
What's good,
man?
baby? How you feel, my nigga?
I'm blessed, man.
All right, it's a
100.
pleasure to be on tonight.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
We here, man.
Truly appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Tell me who your guest is, man. Introduce your guest, man.
This Jay Sheezy, fan first artist,
Yeah.
A&R.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, Jay Sheezy.
A&R.
Uh-huh.
All right, now.
yes,
You
sir.
got an ear for that music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely.
100, man. 100. Let's start, man. Tricky P, where you originally from, brother?
Vegas.
Vegas, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And do you have a certain section, a certain area that you from originally?
I was born on the west side,
Okay.
right across the street from the Lindsay Park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's that.
On Washington.
Yeah, Washington Rancho.
Yeah.
100,
Yeah.
man.
Went to Twin Lakes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
How was Lorenzi Park for you growing up, man?
At that time, shit, we was able to fish.
Uh-huh.
We was actually going, my brothers then was taking me, we'd go fish and, you know what I'm saying, catch some fish, go back home,
Yeah.
clean
Yeah.
it, cook it,
Right.
had dinner for the night.
Right.
That's where the Lindsay Park was at that time. The basketball court was like in the middle.
Mhm.
It was a small court.
Yeah.
It was in between the two buildings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At that time.
Now it's a lot different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still a beautiful park, man.
Yeah.
Still where we get down. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah, feel me?
Some of everything going over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. The Rancho Discount Mall.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey man, do you remember the dungeon? The club
Yeah.
behind the
Uh-huh.
discount mall?
Yeah.
Man, I be trying to talk about that, man. I used to have fun at the dungeon
Mm-hmm.
behind the Rancho Discount Mall. Brother.
Yeah. I remember the dungeon.
It was
What year was that?
It was a teen. It
was
was a
really
teen
poppin'.
club.
Right. It was
But-
popping though around
Man, it's like early 2000s.
Yeah.
For real. Like 2001 maybe.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I was
But that's
definitely a
right.
teenager.
I remember when the teen clubs was popping, 18 and under, the 18 and over clubs, and the 21 and over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I never experienced, but one time I was with this chick, and she took me. She said, "Don't trip." I think I was probably like 21 at this time. It was 18 and over club.
Mhm.
And I went inside that club. I said, "I didn't know these youngsters would get down like this."
Yeah.
I'm only 21, but I feel like a grown ass man
Yeah.
compared to these 18, 19-year-olds. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? But you know, it was a cool experience.
Heritage Lounge, it was popping too. That's on Charleston and Maryland. It was a theater, the Hunter's Theater, and they turned that to a club too.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh shit, had it popping, man.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where is those things now?
They rebuilding that right now.
Yeah, I'm
Man, I
saying.
don't know what
It's
they
a sign
doing.
out there that
It's-
said they are.
but it's been there though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit sound popping like a motherfucker. I'm sorry.
It was,
Yeah,
man.
it sound like the
was.
place to be.
It was.
Yeah.
So where you originally from, Jay Sheezy?
I'm from California. You feel me? Downtown Los Angeles.
Okay.
Fit to St. Julian. After that, it was the AV. That's
Uh-huh.
for me.
Okay.
That's what it is.
When did you come to Vegas?
I came to Vegas about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
What brought you to this side?
Man, Vegas always gave me a good. It's kind of crazy how you can say it because Vegas always brings some money. You feel me?
Right.
And
Right.
Vegas did that for me when I first came. But then when I started my family, I was just like, you know what? I would. That's the best place for me. Like that's where I was most comfortable getting my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that wasn't even money. Like music, that was just lucrative. Like as far as just Ethel and M's. I was working at Ethel and M's when I first came out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Out there, close to Henderson, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a chocolate factory, right?
Yeah.
Right. So how did you link up with Jay?
I linked up with him another artist named Reezy.
Wow, yeah, that's
shout
what my
out to
nigga. Like,
Reezy.
well, you feel me? You know,
He stays in California, but he moved out to Vegas some years ago. We're talking about 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
We met. We was just writing rhymes together, bro. Just recording in our home studio, just rapping every single day. We did it for like 2 or 3 years straight. But then finally, Reezy introduced me to him. He came out here. You know, it's on and popping ever since. As far as that was right around like 2017, right when Fan First started.
Right.
Right when I decided to start Fan First.
Let's get into it, man. Tell me about Fan First, brother. The label.
Yeah. Fan First label is a record label. It was started in 2017. We actually ran a studio too, so I didn't want to at this time jumping into the game. I didn't want to start a record label and open up a studio just for the record label. I felt like I wasn't ready for that yet.
Okay.
You know, so I let the studio be open to the public.
Yeah.
So for like the last four years, I had a studio that's been open to the public. You know, a lot of people been through there. A lot of people came through the Fan First walls and recorded.
Real talk.
Especially a lot of Vegas artists. But you know,
And Cali, for real.
And Cali.
Yeah.
But growth is necessary though, you know, so now it's more so like any studio I run out right now, it is just for my artists. I'm not really
Public.
Trying to get clientele or telling people to come in, these are the rates or
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I ran through that phase.
Okay.
So I'm a little more focused right now.
Yeah.
Fan First, you know, we came from nothing.
Right.
It came from just the ideas, just the tattoo that I had on my back, to actually, thriving and really becoming a business.
Right.
And we here now, nigga. Yeah, we here now.
So
That's crazy.
we do the music. Like I say, it's a whole label. You know, we got the major label distribution deal. We got A&Rs, we got producers, we got engineers. And just from state to state too. It's not just local.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What does it take to run something like that? You say 2017 to 2022. That's about 6 years. It's 5 years.
It's been about 5 years,
right? Yeah. And so, what does it take to run something like that? You know what I mean? And how many artists do you have?
Well, first I would say I'm not gonna hold you because I got to be honest.
Yeah. Hot seat.
Yeah. It takes money. This isn't. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
And nobody gonna give you nothing free. It's really no handouts to this. So a lot of these ideas that the average person may have, it's hard to make it come. It's hard to make it come into fruition without the means of doing it, without the resources, or without the capital, or without knowing the right people. So, first of all, you got to be on your hustle. You got to be legitimately ready to invest in yourself, in a business, and something that you believe in.
Right.
That's the first thing I would say. Second thing is it takes dedication, and more above than dedication is consistency. Like a lot of times we do things in life where we start something today, and as a week go by, as a month go by, as 6 months go by, we don't got that same energy we had for it when we started.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, so you have to find a way to keep that same energy as you had 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah,
man.
Doesn't matter how many accolades you got since in between, or how many celebrities you met in between, or how many women you met in between, or you know what I mean. Like none of that matters. You still have to keep that same hunger.
Yeah. That's good.
And as far as the artist right now, officially, we got 4 artists signed right now.
Okay.
But we got a magnitude of good young talent that's and I'm definitely gonna be putting out there, and I think it's gonna make a difference. What's going on in the community? What's going on the local rap scene in my city?
Right.
And I think it's even big enough. I think I had the resources to make it even go a little further and get heard, outside of, just Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. And people get into business, right?
Yeah.
What was your mindset to say, I got to go down to this building, man, to get this LLC? You know what I mean? And get some resources for the LLC, and you know what I mean, so I can back some of this stuff, man. What was your mindset in that point? Because you could have just did it, and not been,
My mindset was I wanted to step it up. As soon as I turned 21 years old, I got a good job at Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines, they offered all type of benefits.
Yeah.
It make it hard to quit. You flying for free, you going across the world, you meeting flight attendants, you meeting all these women in the different airport scenery, and I don't want to quit this job, and I'm getting raises every 6 months.
Yeah.
So working that, and then stopping that, and going to try to play basketball, because I got a scholarship at a late age, 26.
Wow.
UNLV offered me a scholarship. I'm 26 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, having to try to hoop, then that don't work out. Then I go back to working, get another good job at Cox Communications, work there 5-6 years, make good money. You know what I'm saying? Get all the way up to $33 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then a setback come. Now, you're facing a little incarceration, a little jail time. You lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
You get out of jail. Now you're trying to find a job, but you got a problem. They're looking at your record. Every job at this time, it seemed like a background check was just like a major thing that they was running. Background checks.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, it makes it hard if you don't got the proper thing. So I finally find a way to get a job, and kid you not, man, the job going good. I work myself up. Like, they hire me on the lowest position. I end up being on one of the highest positions.
Yes, sir.
So I was told one day, like, hey, the owner of the casino came in, and he told the general manager, hey, take that. I had a cross on my necklace. He said, he told the general manager, he told her to go tell me to take it off because that cross is offensive to some people. And she came out there, she was crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? What's going on? She was like, I don't mean to. I love God, and I know you're a God-fearing man, but I got to ask you to take the chain off with the cross because the owner said that's offensive to some people. And I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to take the chain off. Just, it's all good. She go back. I tuck my chain in. About 30 seconds later, I'm thinking like, man, seems like, am I denying? I feel like I'm denying God or something, or my beliefs or something. Like,
that conviction.
I know I need this job, but, and I'm a pit boss, so I leave the pit unattended. I go back there, the owners and everything back there. I say, I quit this job. I don't want to work here no more. And I thought it was going to be like, okay, damn, shit, this boy didn't quit. Okay, don't quit. They looked me dead in my eyes. They was like, okay, have a good day. Then from that point on, I was like, you know what? That's my last time working a job where I got to clock in or I got to wait for a check for somebody to take care of my family or to pay my rent or to pay my car note or to pay my kids' insurance. You know what I mean? And it must be real because I haven't looked back since. It's been 5 years and I haven't worked for nobody, clocked in on nobody clock, or waited on nobody check since then. And God, and I've been blessed tremendously. Fan First is still going. And
hey, man, shout out. Hey, man, no, I love that. That's the first time I heard the motherfucking story. So, for my brother to say the things that he just said, hey, that shit was, that's unread. Hey, I love it. I love it for reals. We here now.
I see with IC Jonez, man. We get that exclusive. You
You brought it out. Keep doing your job.
I appreciate it.
They say they're right. They be trying to get more out of me and shit. Cause I've been
but what it is that's a testimony.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it was a test, so you can have a testimony. You know what I'm saying. And then when it comes to putting others on, man, obviously Fan First is where it's at right now. You know what I mean, and helping others, even when it comes to recording, when it comes to music, videos, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you helping others in their craft. You know what I mean? I see you got some features, some music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got some singles, some videos popping.
Yeah.
We're going to play those. But, Yada, got one with Yada and Cadillac Mike.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout
You
out.
got one with Lil Flip.
Yeah,
Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out Houston.
Yeah,
Got love in Houston.
for sure. So, tell me about these features. Tell me about how you linked up with Yada and Lil Flip.
Well, Yada was just no, I don't know. I think it was Caddy Yada did. Like Mike said we should do a song with Yada. We was at King, shout out King Al Hefner. We was at his house.
Yeah.
Yada came through.
Shout out Caddy.
And we just made it happen. Yada came through that night. He was at the studio. He rhymed, I rhymed, Caddy rhymed, and the song was done. And we shot the video probably like a week later.
Easy.
So that was like on the spur of the moment.
Okay.
That just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that happened right there.
Because Yada's a real down to earth guy.
Yeah.
You know, easy to work with.
Yeah. And he talented.
Absolutely.
I remember one time.
He gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
He gonna be playing.
I knew Yada was
He gonna keep it real with
But
you.
look, I knew Yada was real one time. Shit. We way down in we in Nashville. I'm in the studio with Buck.
Yeah.
And we in the middle of a song. Buck like, hold up, my homeboy outside. Let me hold up, Trick. A nigga go outside, he come back in, it's Yada. I'm like, damn, nigga, you shit.
Yeah.
You way out in Nashville by yourself, like, nigga, shit, how you get out here? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know my nigga moving around like that. I didn't know at this time, but
Right.
Yeah.
you know what? Actually, I had somebody tell me, they said today, they not from Vegas, they're from California. They said, hey, they said it's so crazy because Vegas got so much potential, there's so many people doing things. And they said it's smaller than what people know. They said because when I meet people, it always comes back full circle to somebody that I met that knows somebody that I'm connected with. He said, but what I don't see is those people together. They all know each other, but ain't none of them together.
Talk that shit.
He said, so that's what's kind of mind-boggling to me about Vegas, man. He said, I never seen nothing like this. So many people that know each other, but don't deal with each other.
Right.
He said, where we from, if we know each other, we fuck with each other.
Yeah.
If we don't deal with each other, then everybody know that we don't deal with each other. There's no hidden agenda or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I really couldn't say much. Just I just tried to hear his point of view. Right. Like,
you know what I mean? It's not even that it's about your own cliques and crews, but sometimes when you're in a city like this, man, people have issues with other people. You know what I mean? And for me, like, I'm a neutral guy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I hear a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I deal with both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna stop me from dealing with both of y'all.
Right.
So sometimes you just have to be that person that does know everybody and rock with everybody.
Right.
But for some reason, they put a stigma on that.
Right.
You gotta
That
put
you
them
rock
childish
with
things
everybody.
aside though at times.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? The things that I used to do, I don't do no more.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
And then that's just growth. That's period. That's me.
Yeah. That's me right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So then, right now, you have a club, or you about to get a club, or like a restaurant or something. Talk to me about this future endeavor, or is it already popping?
Yeah, like I didn't want to speak too much of it because, like, I'm like, throughout the years I learned, like, when you speak about things too fast, like
People like to try to stop stuff,
people
or
try to stop
energy,
stuff,
okay, you ain't got to speak on it.
but we're gonna speak on it because it's okay, because it's already in motion. Only God can stop it.
Okay,
Can't no man stop it right now at this point.
good.
Talk that shit.
So it's I don't got no issue with it.
Good.
But I'm just saying that we got to be careful because you'll tell somebody to pray for you and then
They pray on you.
Right.
Man,
What's the
I
prayer?
like the way you said that.
Right,
He said pray on
They
you.
could be God. Please don't let him succeed.
I hope he didn't.
Please
I hope
let him
he
go
don't
to
get
jail.
it. I hope he
So-
don't get it.
We got to be careful on who you ask to pray for you, what you tell your plans to, and things like that. Just for future reference for anybody out there. I'm just expressing some of the things I learned through experience.
Yeah.
But the new spot is it's called Boss Daddies.
Okay.
Say it again.
It's called Boss Daddies. So Boss Daddies is it's a restaurant, hookah lounge. It's a live entertainment plaza.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to emphasize on the recording studio that's inside there because again, it's not.
Yeah, public.
But
It's there.
yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
So that's Boss Daddies right there. I'm real proud of it, man. As I always did since I came into the game. We built it from the ground up. We tore down all the walls and built our own foundation.
Mm.
And we're still doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
Look for that to be open. We may be open for the new year.
Yeah.
So we may be possibly doing something from the new year. We in talks with some people the city really love right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I'm not going to.
But for sure, the first quarter, you
oh, yeah, we first quarter.
Water.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. So, Fam First, you say we, right?
Yeah.
Give me some names, man. Who you rocking with? Who on the team, man? Shout them out, man. Who you rocking with, man?
Yeah. Well, we got Jay Sheezy, as y'all already met.
Mm-hmm.
We got Peter Kane.
Yeah.
We got Peter Kane. We got Quez Omega. We got the homie Triple. Yeah.
Monsters. There's a lot of monsters for me. I mean, I'm sorry. There's a lot of monsters. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. We we even got some younger artists. We got a guy to go by the name of Trey D. He don't like for me to call him Trey D, but that just sticks with me. So he's probably gonna be mad if you hear this.
That's bros.
Yeah, but we got Trey D. We got Ty Zeta. She a female artist. Young.
I just met Ty Zeta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my name.
Fam. That's fam.
Right. Shout out to Ty. She just got out of jail.
She cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
Hey, and that's the thing, baby girl. It's not easy out here, so the decisions that we make, we got to be smart about, what we do. We can't always act off the impulse because these people, they don't care. They're looking for a reason to, to make your life harder, to get it into a position where, it's hard for you to succeed.
Absolutely.
But I got your back. We got your back. We praying for you, and we're going to keep it pushing, though.
100. 100. So, projects, man. How many projects you got out?
I don't know. Since we started, like I say, IC Jonez. Since we came in,
we didn't even bring them making over more plaques or nothing. Like, you feel me?
Oh yeah, but speaking of projects though, I do got a plaque coming. Retribution, the newest single that just came out. It topped iCharts, top 100. iTunes, top 100.
Yeah.
It peaked at 8.
Congratulations on that too.
Yeah,
peaked at number 8.
Yeah,
top 10. You feel me? Top 100.
Work.
Top 10.
Work.
So I mean, just on an guesstimate, how many full projects you got out?
I say I probably got like 3 EPs out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have like 2 Fan First compilations.
Mm-hmm.
And probably have like 30 singles out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 30 singles.
Yeah.
And that's dope because you get to just fly them out.
Yeah.
And do what they got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make them do what they do.
Right. And I'm blessed to be in a position where I got a major record label distribution deal. Mm-hmm. And I could put music out when I want to. Mm-hmm. I could distribute anybody I want to. Yeah. Sign anybody I want to.
Yeah.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to say who you got the distribution with? You want to speak on
Orchard it? Sony.
Okay. Sony Orchard. Sony. Okay, cool. How long that's been now?
We reconstructed my contract probably like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So this new one been about 2 months.
Okay.
But prior to that, it was like 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But things was just a lot of stuff was going on in the background, and I had to get some things.
And we here now, niggas.
They had another meeting with me, and now everything's looking the way it's supposed to look. I'm happy.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I have no limit to how many artists I can sign. I mean, I can. Anybody can use the distribution. You don't have to sign the first or whatever. It's worldwide.
Right.
It's legit.
Absolutely. What are you most proud of today?
I think I'm most proud of being a father.
Okay.
I think, because that's been probably the toughest challenge I ever had to face in my life. I think I'm most proud of being a father because I'm still here for my kids.
Yes.
Because I still provide for the kids, because I take my kids to school, because I pick my kids up, because I make sure my kids eat at night. Whether I'm in a joint custody type of thing, 50-50, or if I'm full time.
Yeah.
It's always been a challenge to be a father. been a challenge to be able to be a provider to take care of the kids.
Young black man.
Yeah. It's been a challenge to, show the kids love, because a lot of times what daddy going through, as men, we may not always feel or unky donkey or feel good or feel like we want to laugh and talk. So
had the patience for that.
Just the time, right? Just to be able to be a father and open up to my kids and learn and actually know my kids and actually spend some time with my kids. Because for a minute I thought that providing for them and getting money was enough.
Yeah, and man,
you see what I'm saying? I thought that was I'm a man. This is what I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So daddy don't got time to spend with y'all. But, God, everything always work out, and he'll sit you down, and you have time, and you have to see, and you have to learn, and you don't got your baby mother's help. It's just you and the kids.
Yeah.
So now all those things you took for granted, her always making sure they eat, her always making sure you have to do. Like I said, staying out of jail, finding a way to provide, not bringing the wrong women around your children. The wrong women around your children is serious.
Man.
And that's something that, especially if you have any type of success or if you under any spotlight, if you're a single father, you got to consider the type of women that you may bring around your children.
Talk about it.
Because it's really real. Yeah. You don't know these women background. You don't know her kids' background. What they're capable of doing. Yeah. So this is all from experience, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, I know I look 21, but no, I'm not.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Been through some life.
Yeah.
Been through some life. Who gave you a stage name?
My nephew, my older nephew. I got an older nephews. Mm-hmm. When I probably was like 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And we was over there by Garside Middle School. And I remember he was over there visiting his girl. He was like, "Baby, come out here and come meet little Trick Peas." I don't know why he said it. He said Trick Peas, and it's been Tricky P ever since.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So people always ask me, "What's the?" They say, "You a pimp?" I'm not no pimp. What are you talking about, girl? Are you tricky? No, I'm not. Yeah. That was just something I got that as a kid. Yeah. So a lot of people say they earned their name. Shit, I don't know if I earned that name.
Ain't no telling what you was doing when it happened.
Right, that's true too.
It was given. It's best to be given.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you earned it later.
Yeah,
you feel me? But it was given to you.
Yeah.
How long you been rapping?
Sure, 20 years, man. Rapping over 20 years.
Yeah,
been rapping for a long time. IC Jonez just. Fortunately, my route was just a little different. I was always the type, no matter what house I moved in, I put my home recording studio in the house. Always dedicated the room to that. All my nephews, they make sure they come through, bring their little homeboys, and we just do music. For a long time, I didn't know how to get paid off of music, or I didn't know how to put music out. We just love to do music.
Yeah,
we love to record. So that was it. But professionally, when I figured out the recipe and started putting music out actually for the world, that was 2017.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Jay Sheezy.
The deal is,
what keeps you at Fan First? What keeps you there?
To be honest, what keep me up at Fan First is integrity, of course. I'm gonna bring that up. And it's the foundation, the fellowship. You feel me? We get together all the time. It's a different type of vibe when you fuck with Fan First. It's always been that. When I came to Fan First, it was more like a brotherhood more than it was like, let's rap first.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was more like, hey, what you be on?
Yeah.
You feel me? And then can we fuck with it?
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't be nosy. That's kind of different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we went through all those things just to find out
just to learn. You gotta learn
the formula.
Yeah.
To make it need to be what it needs to be.
Good word.
So that's why I do it.
Good word. Formula.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How long you been rapping?
Yeah, I've been rapping shit since I was 8. So I say I've been rapping about 30 years. Yeah.
Wow. And how you feel today about it?
You 38, nigga?
No. I like the way you said it, but no. the way I feel about it is I feel like music has music has this way of being presented. You feel me? And there's different ways. There's like a club bounce. There's these different places of music, and I had to find out mine, and I was growing. You feel me? As a man, as a person, and everything, and I just had to trying to find out the way that I wanted to present myself as a growing man, not just like I'm the king of trap, nigga. You feel me? Or you feel me? Nigga, shit, I'm selling hella dope, nigga. No, nigga, I sold dope. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I did these things, my nigga. But it's like, nah, that was a piece of the puzzle.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed the skies, but the guy is here.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And that's what we are. We the final picture. You feel what I'm saying? And we all went through our own things to make the picture happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I love that about us.
So that was an abstract answer. Rich, you trying to say you've been rapping your whole life? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as they told me what cat and bat had rap
with rhyme,
with rhyme, I started. You feel me? I had it was so much different songs going on back in the days, and I wanted to be a singer at first. So you just finding a way. How did they make it sound like that? Mm-hmm. You know, and it was again the formula. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And that was it, bro. That was just
Tricky. I'll get into a little hot seat, a little personal, not too bad, but we get into a segment where it's like, were you raised in a 2-parent household?
Until I was 9.
Till you was 9.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Was it mom's or was it pops or grandma? What happened?
Well, one of my brothers was murdered. One of my older brothers was murdered. And right shortly after he murdered, my dad left. So
rest in peace.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, my condolences to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 9 at that time.
So you lost a relationship with pops?
Well, you know, today, happy birthday, Pops.
Wow.
Today is birthday, matter of fact.
Wow.
Our relationship is good now because I'm grown.
Yeah.
You know, for a long time I was bitter, you know, throughout, you know, my younger years and my teenage years and, you know, mid-20s, I was bitter because I felt like, you know, Pops wasn't around, but I was blessed to have 5 brothers.
Okay.
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
So, you know, the game was always given to me accordingly, properly. Mm-hmm. So I really didn't miss that much of it, but now it's like, we cool. Daddy, what you need? I'm going to come through. I'm going to bring you $25. All right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, it's just how it is now.
Yeah,
but
we're good now.
People need to hear those type of things. Yeah. Because some people are still bitter.
Right, man. Right. You gotta let it go.
Yeah, you got to let it go.
Because I had to, I wouldn't be able to grow. Now he looks at me.
Yeah, like something he gets every day.
He's so proud to say I'm his son and
respect.
Right, and it's like I feel proud and obligated to help him to do what he need me to do. Mm-hmm. Oh, I ain't got no. I wish I had a steak. All right, Daddy, I got you. I'm gonna bring a steak bar
for sure.
You know, so it feels good. Just in the same way with my mama. You know, my mama, she never left. She was always there.
Okay, so understand Pops, you know, did what he did. What is something that moms taught you morally that still sticks with you today as a grown man?
I think something that still sticks with me as a grown man was you know, she was big on running the streets late at night.
Okay.
You feel me? She was big, like, you know, if it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, you ain't got no business out there.
Okay.
And the police out there, and they only looking for one thing. Yeah. And you know, fortunately, you a young black man, and they don't got no problem doing something to you. No. So, son, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't be running those streets 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So I think that was always a part of me. You know what I mean? I learned to, when it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, where I'm at, shit, I'm a post. Yeah. I'll wait till the sun come up.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So that was something that always stuck to me. Just be careful on those streets. And being a black man in America is dangerous.
That's good. It's good.
I feel that way. That's what.
Fuck that shit.
You got 5 older brothers, right?
Yeah.
What's something that they taught you? I mean, I know it's 5 of them, so you ain't got to do all 5. But something collectively that they just drilled in you that still sticks with you today?
Get paid.
Get paid, young man.
Get paid, young nigga. Get paid.
Yeah, for real, just always get paid, and no matter what you do, you get paid for it.
For sure. For
Get
sure.
paid for it.
And you have teenage kids, or?
My oldest he's almost 13.
Okay.
He'll be 13 in about 6 months.
What are you embedding in these children now?
Man, like, I had to talk with my son today. I told him, son, you have to be yourself. I see a lot of times, my son a gamer. So, he'd be on the phone playing games. He'll say, hey, guys, is it okay if I put you on hold real quick? I say, son, you don't have to ask them for permission to put them on hold. You learn to be yourself. And then I asked him a random question today. I say, son, you ready to scrap? You ready to throw some punches?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, Dad. Haven't thought about that.
They live in a different world.
Right,
bro.
okay, right. I said, well, somebody tore your jacket today, right? And you act like you don't know who it is. I said, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to accept that you don't know who it is, but just in the event that it is somebody, you have to be prepared, son, to stand up for what you believe is right. When you know somebody do you wrong, you have to know the difference. Know the difference. Don't be naive to somebody doing you wrong and they tell you that they do you right.
Right.
So I'll just try to install those leadership skills in them to make them not be so susceptible to be a follower or to want to be like my daughters, oh man, these girls, bro, this TikTok.
That's a whole other episode.
It's tough.
That's a whole different episode.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughters, it seems like my daughters want to grow up so much faster.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's my sins as a father, what I've done in the past, but I put the leadership skills in them. I let them know that you're a leader, you're not a follower.
There you go.
So that's what I constantly, install.
Because, man, the social media world is creating more followers.
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up that way. We grew up with people to look up to, but we still were leaders because we didn't have all of this growing up. I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's
90s
a song.
kid.
I got a song, 80s baby.
For sure. And I'm a 90s kid. So, I didn't have a cell phone till I was like 16.
Man.
I had a pager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a pager meant come home. You know what I'm saying? You call from the homie house like, what's up? But this stuff makes them more susceptible to being a follower of what they see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes,
And
most definitely.
And it can show that ain't a part of my bloodline. What you doing?
Right.
That ain't what I taught you. What you doing? You know what I mean? So we have to just
Right. It's an agenda. It's agenda being pushed.
Absolutely.
But definitely, like, I was the homeboy that in 6th, 7th grade, I had the cell phone.
Yeah.
I had the little flip phone, but guess what? Those phones wasn't even in color. Like,
No.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do.
Yeah, it had Snake on it.
Right,
Remember the
I
game
couldn't-
Snake?
I couldn't do all that stuff.
No.
I could just dial,
Yep.
SMS message,
Yep.
and receive it, and
No
so
social media, baby.
Right.
None of that. I mean,
But-
it is a different world, bro.
yeah,
Completely.
definitely.
So, we got some music for him, bro. All right. So, is there anything you'd like to say? Because we're about to get into your catalog of music, man, and then we're gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself in the hot seat today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was dope.
Yeah.
It
You
was
enjoy
dope.
yourself today?
I mean, yeah. I was in the warm seat. Right?
Yeah, you was.
I'm on the side,
You was.
so you feel me? But I love,
we gotta
I
bring
love
you-
the questions you ask this man. Like you're doing
And I just-
a terrific
right.
job, brother.
Appreciate
So,
you,
man, I love that.
And I just want to say too, man, I've been on the humble side. We've been humble,
Yeah.
but we've been putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's time that we flourish a little bit, and we're gonna spread our wings a little bit, and make our presence known
Yeah.
a little more.
Birds ain't afraid of clouds.
a
Nigga.
little more, a little more, a little more.
Yeah.
We here now.
And we also got a show too, November 19th.
Okay.
The homeboy Pookie FN birthday bash at
Okay.
Triple B's downtown. So
Yeah.
Turn it up.
it'll
See-
be some flyers out y'all show. So y'all pull
We
up.
here now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go up.
You can be humble and on the charts.
Yeah,
You can be humble, pocket full of money. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's okay, bro.
yeah.
And like you say, you may want to show us that you flourishing a little
Right.
bit. But at the same
Networking.
time, listen, man,
Right.
we know.
Right. I just haven't,
We know.
I just haven't been so accessible.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I just want to, for the community, for my people, and for everybody that's putting in work, I may be a little more open into, reaching out and tapping in a little more.
Yes, sir.
I've been supporting people. Maybe just because I don't come to every single event that's thrown, when I do come to an event, I spent $700. I bought a table. Mm-hmm. We bought two bottles. When I came to your event, probably the money you made, a lot of that came from just one person, just Fat First. So I try to show love in the city, but like I say, I'm just open to more to expansion.
Sure. And we do want to say rest in heaven to Greedy Mac, man.
Absolutely, man. Yes, sir.
So we want to give 3 seconds of silence for that. One love, man.
Yes, sir.
We miss you, man. Love you, brother. And that's actually how we ended up clicking up. You feel me? Yeah. Like in this day and age, on this time frame. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I think, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been knowing, bro, and he been probably talking both of us about each other and whatnot. Yeah. And we finally linked up just on the strength of like, bro, we just lost somebody. You feel me? Like, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And so I've seen your videos.
And let's not us like join together over bullshit no more or over death anymore, bro. No. You got to give people their roses while they still here. Give people their roses while they still doing good work. While you can still.
And that's one thing that Greedy Mac was about. He did that. Yep. He gave people their roses.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I never hesitated. Right. I never hesitated to give it back to him. He always told me, cousin, no matter who's watching or no matter what you think, I see.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. It's finna pay off.
Yeah.
This was almost a daily thing. I see. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah.
He kept it to me like that. A lot of people may not know, but yeah, he did.
Every time I seen him, it was all love. I mean, pushing me all love. Like buying tickets to my shows, all love. Even if he didn't come, he bought a ticket. He bought 2. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just love, bro. Like you want to come to the studio, whatever.
It's needed.
But yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like that is what is a person I'm always remember. Right? Mm-hmm. Because it was no other feeling. I had no other feeling. Right. It was all love.
Right.
You know, sometimes you be having another feeling. Sometimes people make you feel away and they riding just in case.
Yeah. Ooh. They're here for a time.
You know
they just here for a time. Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I didn't feel that way ever. You know what I mean? And that's when we linked. So, with that being said, man, anything else you want to say before we get into this music, man? I don't want you to miss nothing. I want you to have a hot seat open for you, man. Even if you want to tap in, because you're going to have your own interview, bro. You got a lot of energy over there.
Man,
I see you, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait, man. You feel me? Yeah, I'm just riding with my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is.
That's good, too.
Yeah.
No, I just like to say, October 29th, Sheezy got a single dropping called Bad Smoke.
Okay.
Something for,
Poof. Gone.
Right, Poof, gone. Bad Smoke, Retribution just dropped.
Okay. Sure did.
But look for us to stay consistent. Look for more music. Like, we're not gonna stop.
Okay.
Like, the music not gonna stop. The videos are not gonna stop. And different artists are not gonna stop presenting themselves.
Right.
Like I say, November 19th, we'll be at Triple B's performing.
Yes.
March, we'll be out there in Austin at the South by Southwest.
We there.
They get tickets from you for Triple B's or Pookie F and Rude? Or?
Yeah, you can hit Pookie F and Rude up. I'm gonna post some flyers with some information.
Okay.
So people can check it out.
Right. So before we get out of here, how they follow you?
At the official Tricky P. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's my Instagram. Facebook, Tricky P Drumming. Mm-hmm. Facebook, Tricky P.
Is there a Fan First page?
Yeah, Fan First the Movement.
And that's literally FAM
1ST.
1ST.
Yep.
Where they follow you at, bro? Oh, the movement. Yeah. Fan First the Movement.
Fan First the Movement.
The movement. Okay. You got to put that, please.
We're not Fan First without the movement.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
For sure.
Where they follow you at?
My name is Jay Sheezy. JayShiEzy. On any platform. Jay Sheezy.
Jay Sheezy.
Yay.
Got him in the building, man. Any last shout outs? Anybody y'all want to say what's happening too? You feel me? What's happening? What's good?
Shout out to my nigga Reese Mac. What's good with your boy?
Okay.
Hey, man, I want to say shout out to this whole squad. Everybody that y'all been with us, you feel man, we here. Hey, I'm sorry. We here now. You know, Tricky T, he brought me, my nigga. Why did you come? I was wondering. But anyways, but yes, thank you. But man, I want to shout out everybody who's been showing support to us because there's been a lot of support towards Fan First the movement. Yeah. I want to say thank everybody who's giving us good energy because it ain't nothing but good energy back. You feel what I'm saying? And you get what you give. You feel what I'm saying? And we here now.
Wow.
Shout out to Mama Joe, my nigga Macho down at Fade Specialist.
That good.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That good.
You feel me?
So we about to get into this catalog. Y'all do not want to miss the music that's coming up. It's about 5 different singles that he sent me. We're going to play every last one of them. And then after that, man, catch me next Friday. You already know what it is, man.
We here now, nigga.
I see what IC Jonez.
Tricky P.
Listen, man. Like I said, let me see here. We got songs so I can introduce them real quick, man. So they might the order. Let's see. So he sent me Tricky P featuring Peter Kane. We got Street Dreaming. Ooh. We got Tricky P 2020 Vision featuring Filthy Rich.
Shout out Filthy.
Man, shout out Filthy, man. Good brother.
Push It featuring Cadillac Mike and Tricky P featuring Yada.
Yada, we got a good brother.
That's Push It. And then we got Tricky P Lil Flip Across the Globe. And then we got
shout out Lil Flip too.
Tricky P Getting Money featuring Broke Rich and Young Buck.
Man, shout out Broke Rich and
Buck Shots
are about to come up, man. You said shout out 50 Rich, good brother. Tell me about your relationship with Filthy real quick.
Oh man, Filthy, Filthy good, man. Like as long as you keep it straight up and you about your business with Filthy, he real. Filthy showed me love, man. He introduced me to a few people, even to this day, that make sure I'm straight. So I can't even complain. That's my nigga. Shout out, I appreciate him.
Well, wow.
It was more than just the money.
Absolutely.
Man. Yeah.
That's when it's Fan First. The movement. Man, listen, I see what IC Jonez. We about to get into this music, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow Tricky P. Make sure y'all follow Jay Cheesy. And make sure y'all follow Fan First the movement. And of course, Hot Seat with IC Jonez.
Do it!
Everywhere, man. Let's go. Let's get into this music.
You just talk, because it sounds good.
It sounds good.
So you just don't mean nothing that you say. So I can't trust you. Damn bills in the damn house. It don't matter that anything you want that I go get it, that you got it. You don't care about none of that. It don't matter no more, right?
It kind of don't.
You just might as well do what the fuck you gonna do.
I'll do.
Like that. You just want to like that. Okay. Like that.
Alright.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're that.
Alright. I promise you, once you walk out that door, you ain't coming back.
What?
Yeah, okay. Do it. I don't even know why I keep wasting my time, bro. Hello? Hey, who's this? sure don't got my wallet in my pants either.
I have that.
Man, that's nice of you. Are you free? Because I'm having a housewarming right now. Actually, if you want to come by, you can come by and bring it to me.
Actually, that's pretty much the next thing. I don't have to meet with you. So, yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, I'm finna shoot you the Addy then.
Sounds good. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, appreciate it.
Zaza. I got the big dreams. Shit. I be having big dreams. You know I got the big dreams. Keep dreaming when you street dreaming. Yeah. You just street dreaming. Hustle on the weekend. Street dreaming. Getting rich was the mission. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. Street dreaming. The money that I got and the time I can't spend. It's the pressure on my shoulder. It's a must that I win. It's the lies and the corruption. It's gonna stop when it ends. When you street dreaming, better stop dreaming. Making money on the weekend was the mission. Making money and we did it in the kitchen. But when they slander your name, 5 fouls, but the coach still keep you in the game. But it's the money got us all in a frenzy. But it's the money got me rolling in this Bentley. But the cases and lawyers you don't envy got me looking at you wondering if you my enemy. But success, the only type of energy probably do me dirty, even if you was my family. If you knew better, you do better. Sooner or later, RP is your final letters. Yeah. Keep dreaming when you street dreaming. Yeah. You just street dreaming. Hustle on the weekend. Street dreaming. Getting rich was the mission. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. Yeah. Income tax man, it's hard for a black man. Had a frown on his face as we shook hands. It's hella hot in my city, need a ceiling fan. Third in the nation, and I guess we playing Killer Man. Preparation, dedication was the only plan. Talked about traveling the world and visiting the motherland. Walking the beach, toes all through the sand. Umbrella up in the drink, really feeling like the man. Profit is better than loss sometimes. Know the hill seems steep, but we still gon' climb. Kindness is taken for weeks sometimes. If you be too sweet and you be too kind. Analyze, strategize, visualize. If you stay on your grind, then you sooner get your prize. Just hold me down till we come up. If it take all night and we stand until the sun up. Keep dreaming when you street dreaming. Yeah. You just street dreaming. Hustle on the weekend. Street dreaming. Getting rich was the mission. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. All the money that I made and I still can't spend it. Street dreams.
Dreams. What are dreams made of? It's an infinite possibility. Dreams, you can be anything you want them to be. Question is, are you going to be 10 toes, blow for blow, to turn them dreams into reality? Let's think about that. And think about your dream. And who you want to be. Dreams.
Look, fellas, we got a big problem. all of us. Mr. Ortiz over there has been running his mouth. Now, you know what we do to the little rats. He gotta go.
I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt. I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt.
Don't stop, keep pushing. Don't stop, keep pushing.
I pull up, then I pull off. Hit it through the sauce when I took off. Cook raw, boy, I whoop raw. We can better on this cook off. Bitch, and let me get this jug off. Trap looking like it's Woodstock. Chop wop with that wood stock. 5% profit to the hood cop. In a Cadillac, I'm with Cadillac. We strapped up in here, this a battle act. OG for your cataracts. You niggas want beef, I'm with a Cadillac. Hit the trap house for the zips and up, so you can hit my flip for the bricks and up. All my chains on, ain't no sticking up. These niggas wild here, they pack sticks and up. On the third day, I do the picking up. On the fourth day, the bitch drop it off. When there's blocks involved, I get the block involved. You niggas cotton soft, you need to knock it off. I'm a Vegas nigga, no game playing, no drive-by, point blank range. Whether selling dope or it's gang banging, I'm front line with my chain hanging.
I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt. I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt.
Don't stop, keep pushing.
Yeah, this caddy. I pull up like a drive-in. It's a money bag, I'ma dive in. Bounce out with that stick on me and I'm flamed up like a wick on me. Got to. It's a landmine, cause when I push work, I demand mine. I done came up at a bad time, cause when I slide through, it's a landslide. I'm a big dog to your big homie. I done did time, hard times, homie. Got a faux nick, not a dime on me. But yo, bitch, is she mine, homie? It's a cold game, so I freeze talk. And my neck shine when them lights off. Get the ice off, that's a real mission. When the price high, that's a real vision. Too much for you so-called fake rappers trying to be on. Too much for you so-called fake trappers trying to trap with them. Me and my dogs, we roll call like pill calling them prison tears. Can't have fear, gotta have gear. When you in them streets, you have no tears.
I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt. I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt. Yeah, my money need a fuck nigga. Yeah, that mean they got it. Recite me when I'm not here. In the front, but I used to be in the red. Smoking back to back in the cavalier. Where your mama know when death is lit. When niggas judge you on where you live. When you took that chance when you cop it sick. You made it cross that borderline. You told your niggas that it's y'all time. You told your soldiers. Fall in line. We falling off, you out your mind. I'm in my prime, James Harden. See the vision that started. Eating, we were starving. Only thing next is Aston Martins. Mansion, no recessions. Just reinvestments. Ownership, direct direction. And a key protection. No consolation prize. When you moving them past. Cross your heart, hope that. Lord, take me with you in the sky. I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt. I know your town didn't see me. Pounds all on the table. Big bad, that's a lot of work. 40 with the drum, that's a lot of hurt.